back. This is very exciting. This is the first session I am going to release. It was the third session I had ever facilitated, and it was with my dad. So this is very exciting. When my dad goes under hypnosis using QHHT, he goes somnambulistic, and that means that he becomes the person. So it's not just a viewing, it's not just saying the first thing that comes to mind. He really becomes the individual. He doesn't necessarily know things that are current. He knows information from that life that he doesn't currently know. This state used to be the norm for QHHT back when Dolores was developing it, and it was only around 2015-ish where that started to shift, and more people have become aware throughout their session. Now, that doesn't mean awake. Aware is just sort of like you get to observe it, or you get to say the first thing that comes into your mind. And there's a very good reason for that. The subconscious, wherever we're getting this information from, they say the reason for that is that they want us to know what it feels like to be in touch with that part and to be connected, so we can carry that in our conscious lives, because that's kind of the direction we're headed right now. They've also said that people are becoming more aware because our DNA and our frequency is evolving, and we're getting to a place where that merging is just a natural progression. Usually over 90% are aware throughout, but it kind of fades like a dream. So that's why we do these recordings and give them to the client so that they can re-listen to them, because that helps integrate the information, because we always try to logic away everything. I have a bit of a trigger warning. While I did edit pieces out, there is a reference to sexual abuse that he experienced in the past life on this recording, but I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable. Now, I want to note for Dad, this is his second QHHT session. His first one was with another practitioner, and he had a very incredible experience there as well. He did have his past life, but his subconscious part that they went to was a whole other ball game. There was energy coming in. He could feel different energies. And so basically he was just describing all these different things that he saw or energy that he felt, because he couldn't really hear the questions being asked of him to explore certain things. What's really cool about this session is they explain what they were doing in that session, so he gets the answers now. A couple things that he had prior that were healed from that session. He had umbilical hernia that stuck out very far, and he had it for 4 years, and after that session that went back in, and he had an innie belly button again. That was just mind-blowing to see. And he also was struggling to lose weight. He kept gaining weight, and they energetically did something that helped release whatever was there, and he was able to lose weight. So they kind of explained that as well in this session. It's really exciting stuff, and I can't wait for you to hear it. Enjoy.
I see like I'm on some kind of a bed or a cot or something like that.
Okay. What do you see around you in the room?
I see two windows, one on either side of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it. Looks like a pot or something underneath the chair. I think it's a chamber pot.
Okay.
And I'm inside a room on a cot.
Can you tell if it's day or night?
It's nighttime. Not night, but it's getting dark. I can see a little. Oh, I know. It's not night. The windows have blankets on them to make it night. There's a little bit of light coming in from the windows.
Okay. And what else are you seeing when you look around?
There's this lady beside me, beside my bed.
Beside the bed? Are they on a chair or?
I think she's sitting on the floor.
Okay.
And she's beside me.
Are you laying down or are you sitting up?
I'm laying down. And she's smiling at me. and I'm very, very worried.
You're worried.
Yes.
What about?
I I don't know where my mom is. I can hear her, I can hear my mom screaming
You can hear
in
us.
another room. What's wrong with my mom? Why is she crying, screaming? But the lady beside me is putting her hand on my face and saying, "It's okay, it's okay." My mom is screaming so loud, and I can hear other ladies talking in the other room with her.
Can you hear what they're saying at all?
Something about pushing and breathing. I think she, I think if it's quiet now, and I hear a high pitched cry. It's like I think my mom is having a baby.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
What are you seeing?
the lady beside me, she just picked me up and she says, "I have a baby. I have a baby. I don't know yet what what it is." She said, "I'll be right back."
Is she leaving the room?
Yes.
When
So
you
I'm
look
sitting on the bed now.
when you look down at your legs, what are you wearing?
I got no. I just see my toes and my feet.
Your toes?
Yeah.
And do
They're
you
not very big.
no?
I think I'm a child.
Mm-hmm. And does the body feel male or female?
Male.
And does it feel healthy?
Yes.
That's good.
Oh, she just came in and said I'm a brother to. I have a baby sister,
Aw,
and I'm her brother.
well, that's exciting.
No.
What happens next?
Now my mom is on her bed with my baby sister, and I'm in my bed.
Are you in the same room or in a different room?
We have one room. This is our room.
Okay. And what does it look like in there?
It's just got one bed where my mom is, and this cot where I am.
Okay.
And it's got the two windows,
Mm-hmm.
and it's got a small table beside the bed, and there's a chair by the window, and my cot is beside the other window, and there's a chamber pot underneath the chair.
And do you have anyone else in the room there?
No, it's just us.
And is your mom awake?
My mom is got her titties out and she's breastfeeding my sister, and she's smiling, and she's looking at me with a smile on her face.
And you don't have anyone else there?
No, it's just
No,
us three
just
right
you?
now. Oh, and that lady just came in, the one that was with me before.
Mm-hmm.
I think her name is Nanu, or Nani. I call her Nani,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think she's my grandmother. She just looks after me while mommy is downstairs working.
Do you know what mommy's doing when she's working?
I Let me look. Yes, she serves drinks and food to people.
And you live above this place? That's
Yes,
where
we
you
live
stay?
in the back room. There's also a door in my room that goes outside, but it's closed. And we're in the very back of this building room. And if I look out, I can see three other doors on the down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
There's three rooms on that side, and if I look on the other side, there's another four rooms on the other side. And we're in the very back of this room, we're in this building, and my mommy works downstairs.
Wow.
And that man, I don't like him very much.
What man is that?
He's always yelling at my mommy.
Oh.
No, always yelling at her.
And
He calls her a scave. He's scave. He calls her scave. I don't know what that means. But he's always saying he wants her to work faster, serve more people. I think we we live above here, and there's two other girls that live here too, and they work with my mommy, and they do the same thing. And when my mommy's working, I'm with Nanny. She looks after me and my sister, and she brings me soup.
And what is she like?
She's nice, but I think she's that mean man's wife. And she looks after us. Well, my mommy and the other two ladies work downstairs. He yells at them too and calls them scave.
That doesn't sound very nice.
No.
And what happens next?
My mommy's back in the room and she has to sleep because she's tired. She works all night and sleeps all day.
And what do you do while she's sleeping?
I stay with that nanny lady, but in another room. We stay there. She looks after us in this other room and babysits us. It's the same thing every day.
Yeah.
My mommy, I hardly ever see her because when she comes up, she's tired. The only time I got to see lots of her when she was having the baby, my sister, she stayed with me for a few weeks. Like sleeps, lots of sleeps.
Yeah.
Until she was old enough that Nanny could look after her. I don't like that man.
No.
Why does he have to be so mean? Oh.
What happens next?
Same thing.
Yeah.
But today, my sister's a little older. And Nanny gets to take us outside. We're outside.
What do you see outside?
I see the water. We live by the port where all the boats are. The big boats are there. And this is where the boats come and they take stuff off and put stuff on the boats.
And are you going down there to see the boats?
No, we're going to the village part of it where Nanny's buying stuff.
Oh, what does she buy?
She's buying food for the I guess where we are is like a pub. All the sailors come here and they stay here. They stay up in the rooms. They have a few rooms where they sleep. And they take the stuff off the boats and put stuff on the boats. I guess it takes sometimes, depending how big the boats are, 7 sleeps for the boats to take stuff off and put stuff on.
Wow, that's a lot of sleeps.
They come here and drink, and my mom and those ladies, that's what they do. They make them get drunk. That's why he has them there. They're supposed to make the men get drunk and spend their money. But I think they also do things with the men after.
Yeah.
And my mom is staying here and she pays her way that way. Oh boy. Some of the men are very mean and scary, very loud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you ever have to meet any of the men, or do you?
No, I'm not allowed. I have to stay in my room with Nanny.
Oh, that's good.
She looks after us and keeps the door locked.
That's good.
So that's what she does.
Okay.
And she looks after all the babies that are here. That's not just me. There's another one that another lady, one of the girls has another baby too. And that's what my Nanny does. She part of her job, I guess. She does this every day.
Wow. But you said she's nice to you, right?
Yes, she brings us food and she's nice to us.
That's good. Now, let's leave that scene and let's move forward to an important day. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We've now moved forward to an important day. What is happening? What do you see?
I see a beautiful young lady, long black hair, beautiful, beautiful eyes, and she's got olive colored hair, olive colored skin. And she's sitting on the cot beside me. It's my sister, Maria.
Oh, that's nice.
But she doesn't look like me at all.
No.
I have white skin, and I've got blue eyes and blonde hair. And my name is Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
I'm almost, the year is 1613, and I'm almost 14 years old.
Wow. So how old is Maria then?
Maria just turned 7, and my mummy, she was special because my mummy was the same age I am now that when she had Maria. When she had me, not Maria. She was 14 when she had me.
Wow.
And Maria's 7.
Wow.
So she was still very young when she had Maria.
Wow. So what is happening today?
I'm just, there's a man in the other room with Mummy. And he is Maria's dad. And I'm named after my dad, Marcus. And he was a sailor when my mom was 14. She had to work for this man that's downstairs who's mean to my mom. And, oh my. And he's my dad. Marcus is my dad's name. He was a British sailor. And Maria, the man, he comes to see us once every 6 or 7 months and stays with my mom. And he's Maria's dad. And he is the captain of a Spanish galleon called the Santa Maria.
Is that what her name is from?
And that's why Maria, they named her after his Spanish galleon. And it's the year 1613. Oh, his worship, James I, King of England, son of Mary, Queen of Scotland. And he's been in power and reign for 10 years now. And He's a he used to be the king of both places now, of Scotland and of England. Oh, it's the man is in our room. He has his coat on my chair, and it smells like musty pickled beets and musty smell, and it smells like tobacco. And he's coming in the room now with my mummy, and she's got a smile on her face, and he puts his hands on my shoulders and pats my hands, and he's kind of chubby and smells sweaty. Smells of sweat, and he's got a beard, and he's got olive colored skin also. And he picks up Maria and kisses her and puts her back down on the cot beside me. And Mommy says that she's got something to tell me, and I'm asking what. I sense something's up, because she's carrying a little sack of money in her hand that she never had before. And she says that in 2 days I am going on a Spanish galleon, and I'm going to be a cabin boy for Maria's daddy.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm kind of sad and excited at the same time. I feel scared for Maria, because I know that when she turns 13, she's going to become a worker for that man that works downstairs. And it's not a very nice job.
No, doesn't sound it.
But I think maybe my mommy will take her away from here. Maybe she's got enough money to leave, because he paid her 6 months' wages for me to be on that ship with him.
Are you able to find out if that's what she's going to do?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But I know I'm leaving. They're just loading we are going away for 6 months. We're going east. We're going to go drop off a whole bunch of stuff there and pick up stuff there for spices and different things to come when we come back, but it's going to take us a long time to come back. I'm saying goodbye now. And she said not to worry, she is going to see me in 6 months. And then I asked the man, why can't my sister and mommy come with us on the ship? And he was mad when I said that. He said, that's very bad luck. He's not allowed to take any females onto that ship. It's very evil. All the men that would kill him and mutiny and take over the ship if a female ever was caught on that ship. And that's why she can't come. And only I can go. He has almost 100 men working for him, and he's the captain of all these people.
Wow, that's a big responsibility.
Yeah. I'm going on the ship now, and I'm very excited. And I'm saying goodbye to my mama and my sister. And I'm hugging them. I'm crying because I don't know. I have a bad feeling that I might never see them again. I don't know why. All right. I'm in the captain's cabin, and I can see all his belongings there. And he's got me a small little cot made up for me beside his cot. And it's a big ship, It's over 100 feet long, and it's filled right to the hilt with merchandise, all kinds of stuff, salt, meat, vegetables, pickled beets, crates of stuff. I don't know what's in them. And it's all been stored in the gallows. And he's showing me around, and all the people working there. Very scary men, all, you can tell they've been out in the sea all their life. I don't want to be around any of them. Lots of laughter, lots of rum in the ship. People drink there too. It keeps them happy.
And what do you get to do?
I have to stay in the captain's quarters. I'm not allowed out because there's too many things that can hurt me, especially on the open water. They have so many things to do. And the men are away from women, and so they might look at me a different way. So they don't want me, doesn't want me to get involved in that kind of stuff. So he wants to protect me from that.
So is he nice to you?
So far he's been nice, but I don't know. He's doing things, getting closer to me, that makes me feel uncomfortable. And this one day he comes in and he closes the door, and he sits me down, and he says that a lot of the men have special needs, and since we're away from land and there's no women on board, that they use each other sometimes for gratification. But the problem is I look so white and my hair is so yellow that they fantasize about me. And he says that I have to stay in here. But he's starting to tell me that he's starting to fantasize a little bit about me too. And that's making me feel very, very uncomfortable. And I don't know what he's going to do to me. It's very, very unpleasant. I don't like this at all. Please, God, I don't want to be here anymore. I've been here for 3 moons now, and it's been very, very difficult. The days and the nights are all mixed in together. I'm too scared to go outside, and there's lots and lots of commotion. Oh, I have to get off this ship somehow. I find myself out of the cabin, and it's nighttime, and I'm sneaking around. I see some planks, and I'm hiding the planks, and I'm gonna figure out how to tie them together. And I'm getting Clarice to show me how to make knots. He's going to teach me how to make knots. So he doesn't know why. He thinks I'm just interested to be another worker one day, maybe. So he's teaching me how to do a slip knot, and I'm learning how to do it. And I'm going to wait till we're close to shore so that I can tie these planks together and get away from this whole situation. And I can hear the men saying that they're not far from shore, and that the next couple of days they're going to go on this place. I don't know where we are, but they're going to go there by small boats, but the galleon will have to stay offshore. So we're not where we're going, but we're going to some kind of an island. And that's where I'm going to sneak off.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till nighttime and get off this place. And I just hope that these planks are good enough to so I can get away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for Clarice to fall asleep. Okay. I'm now sneaking off the boat. I got the planks tied together,
Mm-hmm.
and the planks are 2 hands wide and just a couple of hands higher than I am, just big enough. So I put them in the water, and they're floating in the water, and I'm climbing down one of those small boats on the side with the rope. I'm climbing down in the water, and I'm hanging on, and I can see it's just about daylight because I can see the shore in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to float to the shore, and I'm kicking my feet, and I'm getting away from the boat. Thank God I'm away from that place.
Mm-hmm.
I feel kind of guilty because I did enjoy it with Clarice sometimes, but I think it's all in my head. I don't think that's what should be done. I shouldn't be doing things like that. It's not nice.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I'm getting closer to the shore, but I didn't realize that the wood I picked is soaking up the water, and it's getting heavier and heavier. And I'm starting to sink in the water, and I don't know how to swim, but I'm still too far away from the shore. I don't think I'm going to make it.
It's okay.
I'm floating in the air now. I don't see me anymore.
Okay.
I must have I must have gone in the water, but I'm out before I'm in there.
Can you see anything from where you are?
All I see now is I see the ship, but it's just a dot, and I'm floating away.
Okay, you can't see yourself, the
No,
body anymore?
I'm under the water.
Okay.
I don't see me anymore. I'm just a blob of energy.
Yeah. Now, whatever happened has already happened, and you're on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
I looked after my sister for 6 years because Nanny died when she was a year old, and I looked after her. My job was to keep Maria quiet. During the day, I had to sleep. And during the night, when my mummy was working, I had to keep Maria and I awake, so that at night, during the day, we'd put the blankets up, and Mummy would sleep, and we would sleep with her. But sometimes we'd wake up because there would be so much noise from the port, and that would keep Marcus and Maria up, because they would be loading things on the boat, and it would be noisy, and it would be hard for Marcus to keep her quiet, because Mummy would have to stay asleep so she could work at night, or it'd be too hard for her. It was a very difficult life.
And what do you feel that the purpose of that life was?
I had to I think he had to learn not to live for him, but to live for someone else, to help keep her safe.
Okay.
And to not be selfish for his needs. He hardly ever seen Mommy. He only saw Maria.
Is there anything else you want to talk about that life?
I think I had to live out some karma.
Mm-hmm.
It was another life where I was so selfish that it was always about me. I didn't care about anybody but me. And this life I had to devote, even though it was a short life, I devoted it towards my baby sister and my mom. I think that's the lesson I learned.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Bill to see today, yet you chose to bring forward this life where he was a little boy that ended up on a ship. Why did you pick that lifetime?
He had a life that before this, that was a man that only he only wanted to please himself. He was very mean. He used to force women onto himself. He paid women for sex. And it was always about him. He had slaves, and he made them do things too. He was a very self-centered individual, and he had much karma to pay back. And he did pay it back in his next life.
Mm-hmm. So that
He agreed
mm-hmm.
with other souls to be part of it.
And is that the life of Marcus? That he paid it
Yes.
back? Yeah.
And the little girl was one of the slaves that he made do things to. And the father was another. He was another one that he abused, and he was made to get abused by. That was another agreement that they made. And it was much karma to be paid by everybody that paid back. And they all laugh about it when Marcus came back. It was all a good reunion between them all.
That's good. So Bill has a few questions for you. Are we able to do a body scan?
We will do our best.
Okay. And can you tell me what's going on while you do it?
Yes. We will start from the toes.
Okay.
And there's the right foot has one baby toe that is very sore once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And the left foot has been healed. The last time he was here,
Mm-hmm.
we've healed the left foot, but the right one still needs a little work.
Are you able to do that for him today?
It will be done, but it'll be done in the next 3 weeks.
Okay. And what will he notice when that's done?
he will notice that when his dog steps on it, it won't hurt as much.
Okay.
And now we're working our way up.
Mm-hmm.
The left knee has been already healed.
Mm-hmm.
And the right knee is 90% done. We wanted to keep it open because we wanted him not to use that brace is keeping him from getting healed because it's putting it in his mind that it needs to be healed, but it's already been healed. But we're healing it now, and I'm working on the very tip of the kneecap. That's the only part that's left to do, and it'll be done.
So should he not use that brace anymore?
No, do not use the brace anymore.
Okay. And what about the joint medication that he's using? Should he continue with that?
Yes, that is also strengthening all other parts of his body. It's not just doing that, but it's got many benefits in it. That's not doing him any harm.
Okay.
And it tastes good too. Okay, we are going up through the thighs and into the prostate now.
Okay.
The cancer is still there. We haven't taken it away.
Are you able to do that today?
This is going to be a very difficult. It's going to take 1,300 visits. That means that at night it'll be a 2 to 3 year process just for that. The reason why is because it's a very delicate area. And it's not the only thing we're working on. I'll tell you that later, what else we're working on.
Okay.
That needs very many visits. But the prostate will be healed in the next 3 months.
Okay.
Just the enlargement will be taken down. It's also a process. It's not something that can just be done quickly. It's a buildup of much calcium in there. And the calcium has to be dissolved a little bit at a time, or else it would plug up the urine cavity, and then it would be very painful. It would be like having kidney stones, but 100 times fold more painful. Though we got to do very, very delicate work there, and that's the reason why it's going to need very many visits.
And
a little bit at a time.
When you say visits, what do you mean by that?
When he sleeps,
Okay.
we'll work on it.
Okay. And so, how many sleeps then?
Like I told you before, 1,300.
Okay.
That is probably close to 5 years.
Yeah.
But 3 years, the cancer will be gone.
Okay, and in between now and then, if the doctor wants to proceed with surgery, what will happen?
No surgery.
Okay, so
No surgery.
so why does the cancer take so long to heal?
I will get to that in the next process in a minute.
Okay.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
I'm going down, working on the hemorrhoid. The hemorrhoid is still there.
Mm-hmm.
That damage was done from the camera. It tore a little bit of the lining, and it caused bleeding in there. It made him a hemorrhoid, and the hemorrhoid is going to be a while before that's gone. It's got to be dissolved, and the scar's got to be healed there. That was done not by the needles, but by the camera. The camera was probing in there, and it was pushing very hard against the wall lining of the anal area. So it did more damage than good.
And why can't that be fixed today? Why
It
does
will
it
be
take so
fixed,
long?
but it will be fixed in the next 3 days.
Okay.
It just needs to be, the scar tissue needs to be taken away,
Okay.
and the hemorrhoid needs to be dissolved.
Okay.
and that's going to be done in the next 3 days.
And what will he notice when that's finished?
The itching will not be so bad there. In the next 3 days, the itching will be all gone.
Okay. And when it comes to his urine flow, will he notice a difference in that as that is healed?
That will take time.
Okay.
In the next probably 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
Because we have to be very careful there. Some days they'll feel more plugged than others because of the calcium buildup in the prostate.
So we're just making sure we're doing this with as minimal discomfort as possible, right?
Yes, the calcium is very, you can't just dissolve it very quickly. It would be it would be like opening up a dam, but it would be a very, very harmful to the body.
Okay.
It needs to be dissolved by the blood.
Now, should he stop taking the prostate medication or should he continue with that?
Continue that for the next few months.
Okay.
That relaxes that area to make it more open for us to work.
And so how will he know when that is complete so that he can, when should he stop taking
He'll
the
know
medication?
because the flow will get so strong that he'll know he won't need it anymore.
Okay, perfect.
And we are now looking at our handiwork that we did last time we were here to the area of the navel. And the patchwork is still holding very nicely.
Is there any more?
The hernia is gone.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That was very wonderful. He appreciates that very much.
Now we're working our way up. We're checking the intestines. He's got a bit of work there, not much, just a couple little things.
Is that something you can take care of today?
He's actually been looking after that. He changed his diet with our help. He's listening to us.
Yeah.
his conscience just came up. He's listening to us.
Is he?
Yes.
He can relax and just hang in there. He can listen to it all when he's done, or he can watch from the sidelines.
He was doing great harm with the diet drink he was drinking was not good.
Okay. Is the orange juice good?
Orange juice is good.
Good. Water is best?
Drinking water, but not enough. He needs to drink more. He's still holding back on that.
Okay. What about coffee? How much coffee should he have in a day?
He's doing good with coffee.
Good.
It's only one or two a day. He's doing fine with that.
Excellent.
It's actually good that he's drinking it. It's doing him good.
Oh, good.
He's also eating less processed food, which is very good. That thing that he's doing there with cooking that you're bringing him, that stuff that you're bringing him is good.
Good.
Keep up the good work. We're
Thank you.
happy you're doing that.
Thank you.
That also came from your higher self.
I felt it. Thank you.
Also, we want to let you know the path you're going on is the right way. Just letting you know that.
Thank you. With QHHT?
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. That's very helpful.
Okay, we're done with that. We're working our way up now.
Before you go too far, are you able to check on his back too?
His back has been doing fine.
Yeah? Okay.
It's not healed, but he still has to be careful, but he just has to be careful. It's his things that he's been doing all his life that has done all the damage. The damage is there, but we can't really take it all away yet.
Can it improve at all?
No, it's going to be a little bit at a time, but it's not completely healed.
Okay.
He has to be careful.
Okay. And what should he avoid doing to stay careful?
Just keep doing the walking that he's doing is very helpful, and the back brace.
Okay.
But he's not to bend over for long periods of time.
Okay.
Because it's very weak there. it's hard to restore that area without opening up the spinal column area. He's got a defect there from a past life that's still there. A very narrowing of a certain area in the spot between his third vertebrae and the fourth vertebrae.
And can you tell me more about that past life?
It was he had a fall from ice. He fell from an ice cliff, which was to his death. And it was right between that area that he broke, shattered that area into many, many pieces. And it followed them to a life, the next 2, 3 lives over.
Is there a purpose for it still being there?
It's not a purpose, but at his age now, that it's not going to go away that easily.
Okay.
It's been there too long.
Well, I know you can do anything. I've seen the handiwork. It's incredible. So anything you can do to help him, I know he'll appreciate it greatly.
We tried to break through the last time we were there. And we did do some progress. We broke through and we did many things. And I know he notices a difference. We broke through a very area that helped him lose weight, because that area was blocking him from losing weight.
Yeah.
And he was actually gaining weight instead of losing it. Even though he was doing a lot of good things, his body was not doing it properly.
Right.
It wasn't, how would I word it? It wasn't using the energy. It was bouncing off.
Okay.
So we had it. So now the energy is being absorbed the proper way.
Awesome.
Had to send a different light to it for that to happen.
Okay.
And we accomplished that.
That's amazing. I know he's very grateful. He talks about it quite a lot, as you know.
And now we're working our way up into the higher area of his body, into his chest, into his, oh my. He has a blockage in 2 parts of his heart area,
Okay.
and his arteries are kind of blocked in that area also. And that's the part we were talking about. That's going to be 1,300 sessions. We have to cleanse all the area. We have 3 areas. One is very bad. The other 2 are 3/4 blocked. And that is why he has chest pains, and he has not told you about. When he walks uphill, he feels that pain. But he thinks it's just that he's out of shape, but it's not. It's because the heart is overworking that area. We will heal that area, but we have to do it very carefully as to not to break it down too quickly and send the heart into a distress.
Okay.
So we can do it, but we can do it the right way. It's just going to take longer.
Okay. And
He won't feel any pain. He might feel a little discomfort once in a while, but when he wakes up, he'll have heartburn once in a while, because we'll do this at night, and it'll affect he'll have a pain in his jaw and in his heart area. It'll feel like a bad heartburn, but it won't be heartburn. It'll just be that heart that's going through his chest.
Okay.
Have to be very, very delicate about it.
Okay. Is there anything he needs to watch for, or how do we avoid a medical intervention? How can we make sure that this is done?
He is doing everything. He's listening to us. He has been listening to us since Sammy.
Yeah.
The walking.
The walking is helping?
Oh my. We sent Sammy just for that purpose.
Oh.
he's coming back. He's realizing that he was sent for that very purpose.
Now,
He always knew that.
who is Sammy to him? He felt such a strong bond. Can you tell me more about that?
Sammy's been with him for a very, very long time. They're very, very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the ship with him also. He was one of the ones that volunteered to put him through that painfully, but it was there for a purpose.
Yeah.
You had to clean karma for him. That karma had to be cleaned. It was a very strong karma that had to be cleaned. It was a very bad life that he led, and that life was not good. Very, very bad. Lots of karma, but that karma was cleaned up in that one life with the young boy.
Wow.
He endured a lot.
Is there any
When
karma?
you're young like that, every day is like a lifetime, and he endured 6 years of that with his sister.
Yeah.
He gave up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Never even had a childhood.
No.
All cleaned up, but all good.
Good.
And Sammy was sent for this very special time to heighten his energy, lighten his high, to make him into a higher being. And that was with the help of Sammy. Because Sammy's already there now.
Wow.
That's another reason why he couldn't come back.
Oh, that makes sense. Is he
It'll all
still?
be known after this lifetime.
Yeah. Does he still communicate with him?
He comes every night. That's what the bed shaking's all about, and he knows it.
Yeah.
Bill knows it.
Yeah.
Bill senses stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very good at that. Is there any karma in this life that he's resolving? Is there anything left for him to resolve?
Well, it's not really, it's more he was there more for someone else's karma.
Oh, that makes sense.
And that was for Nancy's karma.
That makes a lot of sense. We also
She needed to find something out, but it didn't quite, her free will took the better of her. It's not quite there yet. She's going to have to come back again, as that karma was not quite resolved.
now is
He tried
yeah,
to resolve it, but it
very
just
much.
wasn't quite enough.
Have they had any past lives together?
Yes, but not as husband and wife. It was more sibling.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, when she comes back, is that something? Are they in the same soul group? Do you think they'll be?
She was one of his friends in that life that he had as a farmer.
Oh, wow.
It was the girl that made him clothes
Oh, that's awesome.
and gave him goat's milk.
Oh, wow. That's neat.
She's smiling right now at us.
Oh.
She says she knows she did wrong. Okay. She also wanted to tell you that she's sorry for putting you through that too.
Tell her I love her.
Yeah, she knows.
Okay.
And there's a couple of blown kisses there from
Thank you.
Grandpa and Grandma.
Aw. Are they all together?
Yes.
Nice.
They're actually sitting on a couch right now with Sandy also there.
Oh, wow.
Wow, is right.
What about Cousin Adam?
I don't see him there, no.
No.
He might be already back.
Maybe.
He left the life in a bad way. I think he had to come back right away for some reason.
That makes sense. I have a question about both Nancy and Sammy and how they passed on without Bill there. Was that intentional or was that just timing?
That was free will.
That was free will. Was that their choice?
That was free will on Sammy's part.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you were right when he had already left before. He was already gone.
Yeah. Okay.
He was just there, and he wasn't ready. He was ready with. Actually, yes, he was with your. He was with Bill, yeah, and he was also with you, in there, in the room. He says, "Thanks for trying to bring him back."
Anytime. He also has questions about Jasper and that dream that he had. Can you tell him more about that dream that he had where all the different pets came into Jasper?
We sent that. We sent that to Bill, just to show him that it's all part. He's all parts. He's all many parts, and they're still there, but they're also with Jasper. They're not. They're just little parts of them, but they're very, very special parts. And we also sent a part there for you.
Jose?
Yes.
I love it. Where are you now with the body scan? Are you still...
We are done with all that. The body scan was done as we were talking. The brain looks good.
What about the hearing? Can we improve the hearing?
We were working on that the last time.
I know.
He has very thick on his left ear. It's very thick. It's almost like it's a thick skin, but it's not skin. It's a callus that's on the ear, and we're trying to break it down, but it's also can't do it right away because it's a very delicate area. There's a very fine bone there. It's got to be very. If we work too hard on it, we could destroy the hearing completely. But he'll notice that he can hear things a little higher pitched. Hearing is coming in. He'll notice that it will be fixed, and it'll be probably not 100%, but I think 80% better than it was, which is very good.
That's very good.
It'll be matched with the right ear. The right ear is not 100% either, but it's also, it's good enough for, we don't need to work on it. We don't have to make it super high.
No.
And the eyes also, we're going to leave them the way they are.
How come?
Because he's going to get cataracts in there, and it's going to have to be removed.
So he'll have to have surgery for that?
I believe so.
Okay. So that's not something that you can take care of, even though you don't like
surgery? I don't know.
surgery?
I think there's something he needs to do for that. There's a lesson to be learned there, and I'm not sure.
Because that's the future, so we want to leave that for him?
I think we need to leave that for him.
Okay.
He has to learn something there, and I'm not sure what.
Okay. So he's also wondering about the PSA levels and if they can be as low as they can go for the doctor to...
Unfortunately, that's not going to happen because it's going to take such a long time to heal that even if the cancer is gone, the only way it's going to show that it's gone is through another biopsy.
Okay.
That means he has to endure that again.
Yeah, so hopefully not another
But the PSA level will go down, but not down enough to convince the doctor that it's not there.
Okay.
He is too much by the books.
Yeah, that makes sense. So he's also wondering about increasing his frequency and vibration, and if he will make it to the new Earth.
We already answered that.
And how did you answer it?
We did not answer that. Yes, we answered that. We told you about why Sammy was here. That's the whole reason why Sammy came.
Oh, I see.
He did that.
Okay, amazing.
Through Sam.
So then, yes, he will make it to the new Earth?
Yes, that's why Sammy was already there. And he
Okay.
came for that purpose to make Bill there
Okay.
also.
Amazing.
That
Okay.
Sammy had changed his life profoundly
Mm-hmm.
in many, 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 many ways.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
And that's why he felt that way without any other animal, just him. And he would never be able to feel that for Nancy either because, oh, excuse me, it's in a different realm. We can't even put it in words you wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
That's the reason why he had the vibration had to be matched with Sammy's.
That makes sense.
It is done.
It is done.
It was done
Okay.
back in 2018,
Oh,
but he didn't know it.
okay.
And everything that's been happening
Mm-hmm.
to you, to him, it was all planned out. You were supposed to do, he, this thing that's happening to you was already planned by Bill before you even knew it. This was happened because of your dad.
What's happened?
You're going where you're going now.
Oh,
It's all connected.
wow.
You don't know how, but it's connected.
That's awesome. That's very exciting. He's wondering about the times in his life that he's felt euphoria, like absolute love, and he's wondering how he can connect to that more permanently or how he can bring this into this dimension and to others.
I think you're talking about something else.
It was just a question.
That was, yes, that was his part of his personality. It wasn't more, it was more him than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
He'll feel that again.
Yeah.
He has to get back to that
Mm-hmm.
part of him that's been lost for many, many years of pleasing someone else.
Mm-hmm. And how can he do that most effectively for himself?
It's going to happen. Not this year, but it's going to happen soon in the next 2024.
Okay.
He'll slowly get there.
Is that
Part of all the things that's going to happen in the future.
yeah? Okay.
Can't tell you much more.
I was gonna ask if there was anything you should tell us about that or not.
No.
Okay. He also wants help to remember who he is and how to hear his and understand his higher self.
Just listen to this.
Yeah.
He'll listen to this for the next 3 weeks, and things will start happening very quickly after that.
Perfect. Amazing. Okay.
And he will get things happen, more things will happen to him more quickly after that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll know that's the next questions you're going to ask me. That's what we're answering right now.
The luck one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just shining the light on it. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything?
2024, all that's going to come through.
Perfect. All right. And what should he be doing? What's his purpose right now in life at his age? Is it too late or can he still fulfill it?
He is content. He does not need any more that's going on in his life. He's content.
Perfect.
He doesn't need any more. He doesn't need any more.
Okay. Great.
He will have people in his life, but nothing to do with physical. It's just all mental.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more. He's got you. He's got many, many others
Mm-hmm.
that all contribute.
Mm-hmm. Have Dad and I ever had past lives together?
Oh my goodness. You guys are connected. Very, very, very connected.
That's what it feels like.
You are at a higher level where Sammy is too.
Wow.
Just to let you know.
Thank you. That's incredible.
You were actually there before you were sent. You were born that way. You had special things going on that you don't even know.
Should I know?
Your higher self knows.
And how can I get in touch with it to know?
It'll come.
Okay.
You already know. You just don't want to admit it.
I would love to be able to just tap right in.
You had visions at a young age. You had things happen at a young age. So you knew things happened before they happened.
Yeah.
That was you, your higher vibration self.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
You have been protected in many ways that way. You've also suffered many ways that way. Things happen to you, but they happen for a reason. Mm-hmm. To bring you to where you are now. Mm-hmm. Or you never would have gotten where you are now.
I believe that very strongly.
If things went the other way, it would be many, 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 many years. It may be many even lifetimes before to get to where you are now, to this stage.
So was that part of my plan then?
Yes. But it's all been resolved. You are where you're supposed to be now. Awesome. Things are very, very good karmatically.
Awesome.
For both you and your dad.
Yay. Well, is there anything specific you would like to tell him? Any messages?
Yes. Stop being so damn stupid when it comes to forgiving yourself. Mm-hmm. You're forgiven. Don't let that past life haunt you. Mm-hmm. You're forgiven. Mm-hmm. And we love you. Unconditional love. Mm-hmm. So forgive yourself. Let yourself heal. Forgive yourself. That life you had, it no longer serves a purpose. You paid for that 100-fold when you were younger. Mm-hmm. You also went to sleep for a long time because of that life. Even as a soul, you did not forgive yourself. Wow. But now you can let all that go. Mm-hmm. It's all good. It's all good. Mm-hmm. All is forgiven.
Good.
And that's it. That's all I need to say about that.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about, tell him? Any other messages that he needs physically for his body?
Just keep on the route that you're going. Keep up those walks. Everything you're doing, you're heading the right way.
Perfect.
Everything's the right way.
Are there any signs you can give him for when he wants an answer to a question that he'll recognize?
We're going to start throwing stuff at him at his walks. He's going to start finding dimes.
Okay.
And he's going to start noticing a few red birds that he's never seen before on his walks.
Okay.
And I think we'll do one more thing too. Send him a sign. He's going to see Sammy.
Awesome.
On one of his walks.
All right.
It'll be in the weirdest spot. He won't be able to deny it.
Perfect.
Yes, Sammy's agreed to that. He said he can do that for him.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome. One more question. Was it Kyla that came and got him in his dream to go to her after she passed?
Yes. It was.
That was brilliant.
And it was also your neighbor's dog. It also came.
Mm-hmm. I thought so. And was Grandma here that one day?
He felt her. She felt him. They merged for a split second together in that one special moment.
Is that something that he'll be able to tap into more?
It's already there. It's always been there. He's there at night. He feels it.
Mm-hmm.
He feels it. He
Those
feels everything.
those dreams with mom, is that really her?
Yep.
Perfect. He knows this stuff, doesn't he? Okay.
Oof.
Well, we're going to finish up. Is there anything else you want to say, or is that good?
I think we're done. I think we're
Okay.
done.
All right. Well, thank you so very, very much. He's
Very
gonna,
good to see you.
it's amazing to see you too. Thank you so much. Wow. We've had a couple sessions since that I'm going to upload because there's updates even from what they've talked about based on timeline of healing and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. I will get that up as soon as I can. Thank you so much for being on the journey with us.